How many of you solved the question? No one.
Yes, sir.
Only Alok has solved the question. Anyone else? Those who have solved the question, either you raise hand or put yes in the chat so that it will be easy for me to identify. Shipali, are you there? Saisri, Sovan Khan, Soumya. Okay. We go for the resting time then. Fine. Alok, let me focus and let me solve this question so that you will verify with your answer. The question itself says, I have a trapezoidal ML having some value A, then let's say B, then C and D. The rule says it will go up till B, till B it will go up, then B to C it will be a straight line, then C to D it will be a down. So this is what is trapezoidal image. As the concept of trapezoidal image means any image follows that if any alpha cut concludes with 2 points in the graph, then 2 points in graph, then it's convex in the nature. So first and foremost, we have to identify these 2 points equation. So let's write down the equation of trap image. Trap image is something like 0 when x value is less than a, then x minus c divided by c minus a for sorry x minus b होगा ना x minus b, then b minus f is between if x is in between a to b, then 1 when x is in between b to c, then the next part is
Sir,
yes.
sir, that value would be x minus a by b minus f.
Sorry, yes, yes, yes. So x minus a by, and this one is c minus x.
D minus x. D minus x by d minus a.
D minus c na,
Yes, sir.
d minus c. This will be the value. So for this, what is the reason? Reason is this within this region, and again it will be zero. Again it will be zero after d. So x is greater than d will be zero. The point is this trapezoidal map is zero from the beginning and zero at the end after d. So it is active in this region. So if you observe, we have three segments, one, two, three. For these three things, we have to find alpha. What exactly alpha? Alpha is the value of the alpha is the value of membership function. So I can write this instead of this. I can write alpha equal to this much. So I will take each personal means each case one by one. So first case is alpha is equal to x minus a divided by b minus a. This is happening because of this shoulder. And this shoulder, let's identify left boundary. because before that there is nothing. So left boundary can be defined as this. So if I solve this equation to find out x, what I can write x minus a equals to alpha whole into b minus a. Then x equals to a plus alpha whole into b minus a. This is equation 1, eq1. Okay. Similarly, let's talk about the middle part. Middle part alpha equals to 1 is fixed. Alpha equal to 1 for what reason? B minus C. So it's a constant, no need to find the equation for this. Let's go for the next part. Next part is this one. So for this one, I will be writing right boundary. Right boundary is equals to what? Right boundary will be equals to d minus x. So I can write alpha equals to d minus x divided by d minus c. Then what will be the equation? So d minus x, so d minus x equals to alpha whole into d minus c. Okay. Then what? Then you write x equals to d minus, sorry, d plus alpha whole into d minus c. Yes, it will be minus or plus. This will be minus, not plus. Okay, this will be minus. Now this is equation 2. Now from the equation 1 and 2, can I write this from equation 1 and 2? I can say alpha can be labeled as set as two parts. One is this, another is this. These two are the answer for alpha. So one is a plus alpha whole into b minus a. Another is d minus alpha whole into d minus c. Okay, this should not be plus. Okay, these two are the set. You can say one is x1, another is x2. If I put a dot in the graph, one part will be this, another part will be this. This is what is alpha value. This I can denote left boundary. I can denote this as a right boundary. So if I got the value of the left boundary, right boundary, let's look into the graph. If you look into the graph, this is left boundary, this is the right boundary. The width will be this minus this. So this will be the width. If this is the alpha cut. If it is the alpha cut, so this minus this. So it is always right boundary minus left boundary. Let's rewrite the equation. Width of the equation. Width is what? Right boundary minus left boundary, which will be d minus alpha whole into d minus c minus whole into a plus alpha whole into b minus a. Okay. If I open the graph, it will be means equation d minus alpha whole into d minus c minus a minus alpha whole into b minus a. Okay. Is it correct?
Sir.
Okay. If this is the equation, let's find out this part is common. Alpha is common. So what I can rewrite it, d minus a, then this is d minus a, then minus alpha common, then d minus c, then plus d minus a. I can rewrite like this. This is the equation of width. It's the equation of width. Okay. This is equation 3. Now, Let's take the observation. What is the value of alpha? For different values of alpha, what is the change in the width? Find change in the width. Okay. If alpha value equal to zero, so put alpha is equal to zero. What will be the width? Width at alpha equal to zero. If this term is zero, this all term is zero, then it will be d minus a. Okay. What is the value of width when alpha equal to 1? Width at alpha equal to 1. If I put alpha equal to 1, what will be the scenario? D minus a minus, this is 1, so let's ignore minus whole of d minus c plus b minus a. If I write like this, then open the graph, what I will get? Calculate. D minus a minus d minus c minus b minus a. Okay, let's open. D minus a minus plus c minus b plus a. So minus a minus plus a cancel, minus b, sorry, minus d plus d cancel, so I'll get c minus b. Okay, if you look into the graph for alpha is equal to 0, at alpha is equal to 0, the answer is d minus a. This region is nothing but the support of the membership function. And this region is C minus B is nothing but the core of the sixth region. So I can write at at alpha is equal to 0, it is support of trap MF at uh, this, it is core of trap MF. Similarly, in between 0 to 1, let's assume alpha is equal to 0.5. Alpha is equal to 0.5. You put 0.5, then you calculate. Okay. Then let's try for 0.6 and calculate and so on. So if you observe, while alpha value is increasing, the width is actually decreasing. So you have three observations. At alpha is equal to 0, it is the support. You can write observations. At alpha 0, the width is equivalent to support of trap MF. At alpha equals to 1, the width is equivalent to force force of trap MF. Then you mention width increasing. With increasing value of alpha, the width decreases. These three are the observation. Up to this is the question's answer. So if you write this much, starting from here up to the observation part, you will get 10 marks. Have you understood? How many of you understood? Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So let's jump into chapter 3. Okay, the new topic. That was from exercise chapter 2, question number 11, I guess. I have already shared the material. You can cross check the questions, other questions, and try to solve it by yourself. I've already solved 3 to 4 questions, so you try to solve others. The exercise part is given already. Now, chapter 3, chapter 3 belongs to module, chapter 3 belongs to okay. So this belongs to module 2. So module 2 topic 1 is fuzzy extension rules. One more part is there and follow the next. Just a minute. Fuzzy rules actually, not extension rules. So this is fuzzy rules and reasoning. Fuzzy rules and reasoning. So this is basically the updated part of the chapter 2. In chapter 2, we studied membership function for one dimensional, for two dimensional in a basic way. Now we will be looking into if we have one fuzzy member or one fuzzy set, and I want to create another fuzzy set out of it, how I will create. Just simply, if you observe, if you have some crisp set or a normal equation, x value is given. From x, you want to inherit y, you need a f of x. You put the value of x, you'll get y. Yes or no? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Second, this is what for crisp set. Crisp set, you do this. But in fuzzy set, what happens in fuzzy set? In fuzzy set, x is not alone. In case of x, I will denote the set is equal to a, which belongs to, which is a combination of x and mu of a of x. Now, this I need to convert to b, which is a combination of y, mu of b of y. So, how to generate this if I have a formula called f of x? This is what extending this fuzzy set to this set by the help of f of x. Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's rewrite the equation and for understanding, let me represent fuzzy set A as B. A can be represented as, how will we write? Mu of A of x1 upon x1, mu of A of x2 upon x2, mu of A of x3 upon x3, and so on. Right? We write like this. If I have some f of x, okay, then I have to write b. How to write b? I have to write b such a way that this f of x will reflect here and it will produce up to y1, y2, y3 and all. Let me rewrite. I will rewrite b as a with implication to f of x. How? I'm rewriting. Mu of a of x1 by f of x1 plus mu of a of x2 by f of x2 mu of a of x3 by f of x3 and so on. As right one the point here, as we already know y is nothing but f of x. That's what I have mentioned. This is nothing but mu of a of x1 by y1, mu of a of x2 by y2. This is the general tendency or general approach for which we solve the problem. Have you got it? Now, if you got it,
Yes, sir.
okay. Along with this, one more formula is there. We'll talk about that formula. But this method, what we did here, we represent A in terms of B. This method is known as fuzzy extension principle, or you can say rule. Means I am extending A towards B using the help of f of x. There is one more rule is there. Let me solve a problem. Let us solve a problem. Through that problem, I'll explain the rule. Okay. The question is given as such. A, they said, of 0.1 upon minus 2, 0.4 upon minus 1, 0.8 upon 0, 0.9 upon 1, 0.3 upon 2. This is what is given for set A. F of x is also given as such x square minus 3. Now find out B. Take 1 or 2 minutes and solve this. What you understood from the previous example. This is the example, explanation, and this is the question. This example, I can say 3.1, chapter 3, first example. Okay, try to solve it. Take 1 or 2 minutes and solve it. Then I will discuss what is the extra bit. Anyone solved? Has anyone solved the question? Hello?
No, sir.
Want to solve or trying to solve? Means you are
No,
doing
sir.
it or did not get the question?
No, sir. Figuring out how to solve it.
See, this x1 value is given. You have to find x value is given. Have to find y value and you have to map the membership value accordingly. It is very easy. Try to figure it out then.
Abi ଖାଇଲୁ? ଖାଇଲି ବାସି ପାଣି ପିଇଦେବା ଦିଥର କରି ପାଟି କରିବାକୁ କରୁଛି ପିଇବୁ ଆଉ ପିଇଦିଅ ଶୋଇଛି ଝାଡ଼ା ଗଲା କି
Okay, let's solve this. Okay, I'm solving this. I will give you another question, similar, not similar type. That will be a brainstorming. Okay, and look, I don't think others are learning here. Anyone else is learning or doing? Because today nobody else is responding. What about MCA students? MCA student is learning right now. Jivan,
Yes, sir.
why you have not renamed yourself? Means currently rename is not. That's what I'm not asking. My point is, if while registering, you should give your registration number as your first name and your last name should be your name. That should be the process that is instructed earlier. Okay, anyways, have you solved the question?
No, sir.
Why? If not solving, then I will this. The wastage of time, no? Okay.
ସାର୍ ବୁଝା ପଡୁନି ସାର୍
ଆଜି ତମେ ଦିନେ କ୍ଲାସ ଆସିଲେ ଆଉ ଦି ଦିନ ଆସୁନ କି? ବୁଝିବାକୁ
ନାଇଁ
କାହିଁ
ସାର୍
ପଡିବ?
ସାର୍ ନେଟୱାର୍କ ପ୍ରୋବ୍ଲେମ୍ ହଉଛି ଏଥିପାଇଁ
Okay. Now focus. In set A, I have a membership value 0.1. So I'll write same 0.1 because B will be mu of A of x1 slash this will be y1. y1 कैसे calculate होगा by applying f of x1 to x1. x1 is minus 2. I will go f of x minus 2 go to the x f of x here minus 2. Minus 2 to the power 2 minus 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 will be 1. So this will be 0.1 slash 1. plus 0.4 slash minus 1. Put minus 1 over here. Minus 1 square will be 1. 1 minus 3 will be minus 2 plus 0.8 open 0. So if I put this as 0, this will be minus 3. So 0.8 open minus 3 plus 0.9, and this is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 minus 3 is 2. So 0.9 minus 2 plus 0.3, this is 2. 2 put करेंगे तो क्या होगा? 2 to the power 2 is 4. 4 minus 3 will be 1. So 0.3 by 1. If you see, this should be the answer, but there is a problem. Hello, what is the problem? Observe the sentence and tell me.
Further, some values of y are repeating twice.
Yes,
So it's
first,
like minus 2, 1, 1.
correct. For y value 1, it has two values of membership. One will be generated. For one, there are two membership. अगर ऐसा सिचुएशन हो, एक को दो चांस मिल रहे हैं, एक में 10% चांस मिल रहा है, एक में 30% चांस मिल रहा है, कौन सा वाला चांस लेना चाहिए, कंसिडर करना चाहिए? For one, what is the scenario? I have one condition 0.1, another is 0.3. जिन दोनों में से जिसका पावर ज्यादा है, so max of in between these two, max of this. So I applied a max of operation plus minus 2 के लिए भी दो ऑप्शंस हैं, तो 0.4 एंड 0.9 दोनों के बीच में मैक्स ऑपरेशन होगा -2 plus 0.8 upon -3. This is what is the scenario. So what will be the update? This 0.3 upon 1, 0.9 upon -2, 0.8 upon -3. So what is the observation? When multiple y values having one y value having multiple membership functions, membership value, then we will apply the max operation. Okay. तो उसको कैसे लिखेंगे? As a equation, I can write mu of b of y can be calculated max of, कहाँ से? f of x के रिवर्स से जाएंगे, max of x. तो यार x is nothing but f inverse of y. सेम बात है, y is equal to f of x. उसको उल्टा लिखेंगे बस. There is nothing to inverse in the equation. इस केस में इसका ना mu of a of x, जो वैल्यू ऑफ y के लिए म्यू ऑफ x का वैल्यू मल्टीपल होगा, उसमें से मैक्स वैल्यू को हम कंसिडर करेंगे. दिस शुड बी आवर हाईलाइट फ्रॉम दिस एक्सटेंशन प्रिंसिपल. मीन्स एक यूनिवर्स से मेरे पास एक यूनिवर्स था ए सेट, जिसमें था कौन सा यूनिवर्स में? एक्स में. उसमें मैंने बी सेट को एक्सटेंड किया. मीन्स बी विल बिलोंग टू वाई फॉर ऑल स्मॉल वाई from small x. This is the membership of this, and this will be the membership of this. This is what is the calculation. Understood? First
Yes,
you
sir.
apply, first you apply this method, and then you apply. If any repetition is there, then you apply max operation. This is what is the understanding. But what kind of, for what kind of question? Where the universe is discrete. What about if my universe is continuous? Or continuous space कैसे करेंगे? Continuous के membership function हम कैसे लिखते हैं? Through equation. Let me do one thing. Write a question, then you think what can be possible. हमको क्या चाहिए? Set A चाहिए, then f of x चाहिए. Set A will be denoted in terms of x and mu of A of x. But ये discrete value नहीं है, तो इसके एक एक करके नहीं लिखेंगे. इसको कैसे लिखेंगे? ऐसे लिखेंगे मेंबरशिप फंक्शन के थ्रू सो म्यू ऑफ ए ऑफ एक्स कैन बी रिटन एज इफ आई राइट Bell membership function or G Bell membership function for X value from 1.5, then 2, then 0.5. This is A, this is B, this is C, if this is given, and f of x is given as follows: x minus 1 whole square minus 1. If x is greater than or equal to 0, if is x is less than 0, I will directly find only x. जब तक वो लेस देन जीरो है, नेगेटिव नंबर है, एज इट इज रहेगा. जब पॉजिटिव नंबर बनेगा तब इक्वेशन ग्रो करेगा, लाइक दिस इक्वेशन x minus 1 to the power 2 minus 1 in this format. So draw these two diagrams. Draw these two diagrams. This is Bell MF. I'm just giving the hint. I'm not solving it. This is Bell MF, not like this. Bell MF. We'll construct something like this. Try to apply the logic for this 1.51, 1.52 and 0.5, and apply this and try to solve and figure it out. I'm giving 5 to 6 minutes to figure out what can be possible. When A is given and f of x given and asking for B, what can be possible? Try to solve. Solve not in terms of mathematics, solve in terms of diagram. I'm giving 5 minutes. Let me grab some water and come back to you. Within that, you try to analyze and figure out. We'll discuss after that.
Maju Chokira. Babu. Maju Chokira. Maju Chokira Babu. Maju Choki. হ্যাঁ দেখছি মাদু চুকি রে মাদু চুকি 5 GB তো সেটাকে আইলে মোটি 5 GB
Any solution you got, Alok?
Also thinking about how to represent it in a diagram.
Okay, let's understand the question then. This is for continuous space. First, Let's draw the membership function, or we can say set A. Set A is nothing but Bell MF. What is the equation of Bell MF? Hello. What is the equation of Bell MF? अरे मेरे को याद रखना
Uh,
पड़ेगा कि आप लोग को याद रखना पड़ेगा?
no, sir. E to the power minus 1 by 2 x minus c by omega whole square, like that
So
something.
you tell me e to the power minus
Minus 1 by 2
1 by 2
whole into
mm,
x minus c
x minus
divided
a
by
divided by
sir,
2b
the 6.
divided
No,
by
sir, there is a
c
whole
whole to
square.
the power 2b. Square or 2b?
Sir, whole square.
रुक जाओ, मैं फॉर्मूला देख लेता हूँ फिर इंडक्शन फंक्शन का। मुझे अगर याद रखना पड़ेगा तो फिर कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो गया। मुझे लगा कि तुम लोग याद रखोगे। इंडक्शन फंक्शन इज टू डायमेंशनल वन डायमेंशन।
5 কেজি পেরিবা ডাকো
1 बाई क्या बोल रहा है तू? तू सिग्मोइड का इक्वेशन बोल दिया मुझे। दिस इज रॉन्ग, दिस इज कंप्लीटली रॉन्ग। मुझे वही लगा था सिग्मोइड और गॉसियन का मिला के बोल दिया। ये फॉर्मूला इज 1 बाई 1 प्लस x minus c by b mod, sorry, by a mod 2b. This is what is the formula. And this formula says what is the value of, what is the meaning of a, c and b. C is center. A is your, a is your deviation. Deviation. C is total distance. Total distance covered. Okay. Just a minute. Just a minute. Hello. Hello. Yes. Okay. So your now the value of ABC is given. What is the value of C? C is 0.5, A is 1.5, B is 2. Now let's do one thing. Let's assume this is point 0. This is 1. This is 2. Similarly, this is minus 1. This is minus 2. Okay. If this is 0 means center, what is the deviation? 1.5. 1.5. This is the deviation part. So this graph will go something up to this, and similarly from 0 to how much? From 0, sorry, not from 0. Your center is 0.5. Center is 0.5. So this is 0.5. This will come up to this, then will go against same direction 1.5. 1.5 जाएगा तो कैसे होगा? थोड़ा चेंज करेंगे. So this is 0.5 is center. This is center 0.5. 1.5 is 2. So it will deviate from like this. And this 0.5 से इधर जाएगा तो कितना आएगा? Up to -1. Yes or no? 1.5. So -1. Then it will deviate like this. This can be the graph. Are you following? Are you following this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, this is your membership function of A. A is drawn. That means what? For each value. the value of A belongs to up to this, let's say 2 and 2, minus 2. इसके आगे का वो 0 हो जाएगा. Now, minus 2 से plus 2, whatever point value, 0.000001, that is also a point. It's basically, for each value, you have a membership grade. This is mu of A of X. So basically, forget about continuous space. Discrete space में जैसे करते थे, this is the X value. Put this value and let's say 0.000001 will be this. So this will be membership value. So find the membership. It is around 1 or 0.9 or something. So similarly, if you take all the values between minus 2 to plus 2, and you can represent like discrete. Yes or no? Mu of A of X upon X. इस फॉर्मेट में भी कर सकते हो. अगर कर दोगे, उसको तुम डाल दोगे कौन से वैल्यू में, एफ ऑफ एक्स में. एक्स वैल्यू को एफ ऑफ एक्स में डाल के भी सॉल्व कर सकते हो, लेकिन ऐसे थोड़ा कॉम्प्लिकेटेड हो जाएगा. देन व्हाट यू डू, ये ग्राफ बना दिया, फिर दूसरा ग्राफ बनेगा. व्हाट इज द सेकंड ग्राफ, एफ ऑफ एक्स. व्हाट इज योर एफ ऑफ एक्स गिवन, व्हाट इज योर एफ ऑफ एक्स गिवन. लेट्स लुक एट एफ ऑफ एक्स. एक्स स्क्वायर एक्स माइनस 1 होल स्क्वायर, एक्स माइनस 1 होल स्क्वायर कब तक, जब ग्रेटर देन 0 है. लेस देन 0 के लिए भी आएगा. तो एक काम करते हैं, थोड़ा बड़ा वैल्यू के लिए ले लेते हैं. दिस इज 0, दिस इज 1, दिस इज 2 एंड दिस इज 3. माइनस में ले लेते हैं, माइनस माइनस माइनस. सिमिलरली दिस इज प्लस, दिस इज 2, दिस इज 3. सेम वैल्यूज ले लेंगे. इधर से 0, दिस इज माइनस 1, minus 2, minus 3, plus 1, plus 2, plus 3. Try to understand. इक्वेशन क्या बोल रहा है, जब तक x का वैल्यू 0 नहीं होता, तब तक as it is x रहेगा. So of 2, 0 and 0, this point, it will be a straight line from the origin. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now you take x value as 0.5. Let's understand. X value 0.5. What will happen? Or you take x value, yes, you take 0.5, forget about 5. Take 1. What will happen? 1 minus 1 will be 0. 0 square is 0. 0 minus is minus 1. So for x value 1, it will deviate up to minus 1, like this. Then x value 2. X value 2. X value 2 होगा तो क्या होगा? 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 square is 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. Then it will come back again at 2. Again it will be 0 as it is. Then 3 onwards it will grow. This graph will like this. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So what exactly my point is, from this diagram, or 3, this is f of x. From f of x graph, if I know the x value for which I am finding membership function, I can get y value. This is y, this is x. So what exactly the point is, let's take any value of x. You will find the membership grade here. For any value of x, you will find a membership value, mu of A of x, you will find it out here. And for that value, you can find y value here. So combine these two, you can form a set. Yes or no? From graph, this is, if you graph 1, this is graph 2, apply graph 2, you will get y. Apply graph 1, from 1 you will view. So this will consist of another set B, and this will construct the diagram again. Yes or no? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me grab the original diagram from book so that you will get it easily. Just a minute. So, if you look into the diagram, see, this is f of x. This is a means mu of a of x. This is center. This is 0. Sorry, this will be center. This is 1. This is 2. This is minus 2, and so on. And this is the membership function. This is f of x. What they did actually, for output, for understanding, it rotated to clockwise. इसको उल्टा रखने के अलावा, मतलब इसको ऐसे रखना था, इसको रोटेट किया हुआ है, so that I can map this 2 to 3 minus 1 to 1. It will be easy to map it. Okay, so this is y, this is mu of b of y. वो कैसे मिलेगा? From this value. So you take any value from x, whatever is the value, you will get the y value. You take any x over here, map it, you will get the y value. For that x value, whatever is the value you will get, you copy that value and put it over here. If you observe, you will get that value here. For any value here, this is, let's say, minus 1. For minus 1, whatever is the membership value, around 0.5 or something. Okay, now you check, if you extend this, you will get this. Are you following? Are you following this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the understanding of extending continuous inverse of set A to set B. Okay,
ଏଇଟା କ'ଣ
let's
କ'ଣ
jump into
କ'ଣ
the
ସେଟା ଲୋଡ୍
next
ହଉଛି
one.
ସବୁ?
Okay, discrete और continuous दोनों हो गया. Okay, अभी आता है important thing called fuzzy relation. Extension principle के बाद आता है fuzzy relation. Okay, if I have one set A, if I have one set A which belongs to the universe of discourse X, we have another set B which belongs to the universe of discourse Y. Okay, that means the membership function will lie within 0 to 1 only. Here also 0 to 1 only. Then if I say A and B are related, that means I have to find a relationship between universe X correspond to or product of Y. दोनों का relation build करना पड़ेगा. Yes or no? Yes or no? If I have one universe X, another universe Y, if I want to build relationship between A to B, that means I have to build a relation between these two universes. And this is known as binary relation. I have to find binary relation. So basically, जब unary relation था means what? How this universe is related to membership function mu of X. तब क्या था? We are using one-dimensional membership function. When I have two universe of discourse, then I have to find two-dimensional MF. Two-dimensional MF is a combination of two one-dimensional MF. Already we discussed these things, but I have to find a relation and how to do the calculation part of it. That means how to define the relation R. Relation R can be defined as a collection of membership function of xy value. Oh yeah, xy are the parameter and the membership value of this will be calculated as R of x comma y. दोनों का जो membership value होगा उसमें कोई calculation होगा. How to do the calculation? That is what we will be learning. Such that X and Y both belongs to the collection of X cross Z. Sorry, X cross Y. That means X belongs to small x, Y belongs to capital. This is how this relation will be used. Okay. Already we have studied how to calculate two-dimensional lineup from the one-dimensional lineup. So here we will take one example and solve it. Okay. Okay. Let's take one example. Let this example will be 3.2 or 3.3, 3.3 because second one is the continuous one. So let's take the example. If I define the R, the relation between the X universe, X universe, universe R plus means real positive integers, real positive integers. Okay. Second, if I write the mu of R of x comma y can be calculated as following equation: y minus x divided by x plus y plus 2 for if y is greater than x, this will be the answer. Otherwise, 0 if x, or you can say write y is less than or equals to x, then it is 0. If this is the membership equation, calculate for x value for the set of 4, 5, 6, or let's say 3, 3, 4, 5, and the y value as such 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Y value will be 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But these two calculate membership function base when the value is given, this is x, this is y. So you calculate in the form of tabular data. Take your calculator and solve it. Then I will explain. Okay, go ahead. Look, have you got the question? Anyone did not get the question? Please repeat. Did anyone solve the question? Alok, are you there?
Yes, sir. Just need 2 minutes.
Yes, yes. Anyone having any kind of queries can ask. Amit, Amit Pradhan, anyone from MCA can also answer. Om Prakash Bera, MCA roll number 60. Akanksha Mantri, BTech.
Yes, sir.
Have you solved the question? Take a calculator, put the value of X and Y based on the formula, get the result ready. This is what is the task. It is not a rocket science. I'm asking everyone, please do this. Take the calculator, put the value of X and Y, which is given based on the equation, and note down the result in a tabular structure. That's it. Although there is nothing in this question. Why you are taking so much of time?
Sir, I have one doubt.
Tell me the question. What is the doubt?
So, sir, applying the equation in R, applying the values, I'm getting some matrix structure of R, and
Mhm.
ge- after making it inverse, I'm getting some R inverse. So this is the
Why you
only
are
solution,
putting?
or
And my question is why you are putting inverse of it? Why inverse is required?
so this is
I'm not getting why you need to inverse. Yeah, you said inverse. What is the requirement of inverse?
sir, this is the
See,
doubt.
see, the new value is a combination of xy value, and the calculation is given as such. So, if I have two universe, One is X universe, another is Y universe. So based on the values, number of values, यहाँ पे कितना वैल्यू है? 3, 4, 5. यहाँ पे कितना वैल्यू है? 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So based on this table will be constructed. This is what is the answer. I said put the value of xy based on the equation, get the result done using calculator. First equation, y is 3, x is 3, both are same, it will be 0, I put 0. 3, 4, x value 3, y value 4. 3 is less than 4, so I will take this as the equation. 4 minus 3 divided by 4 plus 3 plus 2, this is 9. This is 4 minus 3 is 1. 1 by 9 is nothing but how much? 1 by 9 is equal to
0.11.
0.111. What about between 3 and 5? 3 and 5.
0.20.
0.20. I'm taking triple in 3 point up to 3 decimal points. Okay. Between 3 and 6, you calculate. What will be the value?
0.27.
0.27. I'm telling 3.6. You are telling 2 points. Okay. I'm writing 0.273. What about the next one? 0.333. That's how you have to calculate all these. Have you calculated?
Yes, sir.
Tell me the answer now. 4, 3. X is 4, y is 3. So it will be 0. X is 4, y is 4. It will be 0. X is 4, y is 5. It will have some value. What is the value?
Sir, 0.09.
0.091. I'm writing 3 decimal points. Okay, for the clarity. Now 4 and 6, what will be the value? 0.167. Okay, and this will be 0.231. What about 5? For 5, what is the value? 5 to 3 will be 0, 5 to 4 will be 0, 5 to 5 will be 0. In the last two digits, 5 to 6 will be 0.070. Sorry, 077. And 6 to 5 to 7 will be 0.143. So these are the membership value. You can say R of x comma y. Sorry, you can write not like this. But write mu of R of x comma y. This is what is the tabular data. This is what is the asking. इसमें क्या meaning हो रहा है? The element at ith row and jth column is equal to the membership grade between ith element of x and jth element of y. मेरे पास दो यूनिवर्स हैं x और y. उसमें ये स्मॉल x है, ये y है, ये डिनोट हो रहा है I के थ्रू, ये डिनोट हो रहा है j के थ्रू. But is this? It is the relationship between these two universe, and this is the membership grade between these two. That means if I say x is a real number, y is a real number, I can say y is much greater than x. Otherwise not, because x का वैल्यू जब भी उससे छोटा होगा तब वैल्यू जनरेट हो रहा है. x का वैल्यू जब भी इक्वल और बड़ा होगा, सॉरी इक्वल और छोटा होगा फ्रॉम y, देन इट इज 0. तो क्या है, x के वैल्यू से y का वैल्यू हमेशा लार्जर रहेगा. दिस कैन बी द रिलेशन. आर यू फॉलोइंग?
Yes, sir.
This is what is the observation. So there are various ways we can find the relationship between x, y. That means, let's say, I have, this is what is the calculation, how to find for the relation. Let's say I have one relation R1 and another relation R2. If I want to write R1 cross R2. That means what? This may be the universe XY. You get ये ये सिमिलरली ये कार बनेगा एक्स प्लस वाई का। सिमिलरली ये R2 बनेगा बी प्लस जेड का। अगर ये दोनों दिया हुआ है, इन दोनों के बीच रिलेशन निकालना है। Getting, are you getting what I'm saying? Let's say you have three universe of these sports. One is X, another is Y, another is Z, and I have to find the relation. I have given it between X, Y. What is the relation? It's R of X, Y. Relation of Y, Z. So R of Y, Z is given. What it is asking? It is asking the relationship between X to Z. If I have to find the relationship R of XZ, how I will calculate? I will cross multiply or find the cross product or any method or term I am using. Whatever, some logic will apply. You can say some logic will be applied upon R1 and R2 so that I will generate this R3, which is a relation of XZ. Are you following this much? Are you following this much?
Yes, sir.
Then this will be a matrix. This will be another matrix. So this result will be another matrix. Getting back over here. Why this is a matrix? Because this R is R1 and R2 both are relations between two different fuzzy sets. So here X to Y mapping का हमारे पास tabular data रहेगा. Like this. Similarly, Y to Z, I will be having another one here. Then what? I'll apply some formula or logic to generate R3, which is equivalent to X, Z. यहाँ से कॉमन वही है, उसको इंटरप्रिटेशन से हटा के करना पड़ेगा। कैसे करेंगे? There are two methods. There are two methods. One is max mean composition. Another is max product composition. So in coming class, we will be discussing these two topics. I hope I'm pretty clear over here up to this much. Anyone having any doubt can ask. Alok, did you get it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See you in the next class. Thank you.